Hey, it's Chris Pontius from Jackass and Wild Boys, and it's time for MattieC Sports for You and Me. MattieC Sports for You and Me, food for the sports fan's infernal soul. Feast on field goals. Check out MattieC Sports for You and Me. Even if you don't like sports, tune in now because you are going to. It's that good. I mean, we got sports for guys, sports for gals, sports for the whole kids. Get ready to be happy. MattieC Sports for You and Me. Sports for you, sports for me. Brought to you by MattieC.
On this team, we fight for that itch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that itch.
Coming in at 320 kilobytes per second. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for MattieC Sports for you and me.
When it comes to getting dough and chasing dollars.
What up, everybody? MattieC Sports for you and me. We got a hometown boy right here, straight out of the 508 Brockton, Massachusetts. His name is Lionel Boogz Young. Just came off a dope win up at Cage Titans 50. Let's see. And
should be going.
And
okay.
So yeah, okay. So I got Lionel Boogz Young right here in the building.
What's up, guys?
So this man right here showed me some heart in the cage at Cage Titans 15 over his victory over Andres Rodriguez.
50. That's number 50. That's Cage Titans 50, man. They 50
that was
years old.
That was dope right there. That was dope. Nice arm triangle right there. And he won 58 seconds into the second round. So quick. And there wasn't really controversy, but there was, you were saying, I'll take anybody at 133. Was it 133 or 135?
135.
Yeah,
so
135.
135, man. I feel like I'm up there. I'm probably the best in the state at the moment. I got all the tools, whether it's wrestling, stand-up, boxing. I didn't get a chance to showcase the stand-up too much. I don't want to say it was because of the lights. I don't want to say because of it just was a lot. The boy was moving a lot. He moves a lot in that cage. And I just wanted to do something a little bit easier, man. I was like, if the kid could stand up and bang, if he got good wrestling, he could take the wrestling and he could stand and bang. You gotta earn what you know what I mean?
You were one of the most pumped up. You were the most pumped up I saw besides, my boy Slippery Pete there. He threw down toward the end. And the guy who's looking out to come at you, Joe Penafiel, was coming out and he was very vocal himself. So I mean, for that whole event.
I love that, but I finish people, man.
Yeah.
It's different. You know what I mean? When I turn it on, I finish motherfucker. You know what I mean? I don't want to go to no decision. And if you look at any of my bouts at bantamweight or around the bantamweight sanction level to fight, which is like catch weight at 140 and shit like that. You consider those bantamweight still. Yeah, man, I finish people, man. So I personally think I'm very dangerous. I love Penafiel's style. I love him as a person and everything he takes, his approach. He seemed very pure to the sport, so I respect that. But when it comes to one-on-one competition and me thinking of like what he could do to me, it's not much, man. You know what I'm saying? I seen his style before. I seen his type of fighter before. You know, I became the fighter, man. But I know I walked through him, man. I walked through him and have a 135 belt on, and you know, look to see what else we're gonna conquer in the rest of the year. But he's gonna be the first thing on the dinner plate. He's gonna be the first person we purge on.
Now, y'all
purged 4 times this year, 4 times in at least 2022. So, you know, he's gonna be the first one we purge on.
Now, y'all don't got any beef at the moment, right? You guys don't like have any aggression toward each other, like anything like that.
It's competition, man. So, you know, in competition, you know, it should always be some type of beef. But as a person, I fucks with him. I see him in case I dap him up. I say what up. I show him and his wife utmost respect. You know, as a person, I fucks with him. You know, so I can't say I got beef with him. It's definitely not how I felt towards Rodriguez, but I know me and him are gonna sell you a fight. I know I'm gonna give you some crazy promos. I know I'm gonna give you some crazy fucking interviews leading up to it. I know right after Christmas, I have like crazy ideas of shit I want to do as far as like memes and shit like that. I already have all that type of shit in the works. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give y'all a little preview of one of the ones I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna do the Kong versus Godzilla, and you know which one I am. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell you the scene I'm gonna do out of it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a mean preview that I know that a lot of people gonna be sharing. I was already prepping it and shit like that, putting my face on it, putting his face.
Oh, you already got shit lined up already. You're all ready to go.
Man, like I try to get real mental with this type of shit. So I try to like think of some shit I could line up in advance. You know what I mean? Even shit that could like push his buttons and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I want to get the best Penafiel I can get. You know what I mean? I don't want to get the same guy that these guys got. I want a 2.0 version. I want to be the best one.
Yeah, and it seemed like he was. I just didn't see I've seen his fights, you know, on YouTube because you know you can't always get the fights that are down south because he's a down south boy from Orlando and stuff like that. He fights a different style and he's ready to bang, but at the same time he comes up here and starts winning, and he's, you know, according to Tapology, he's ranked number 4 in this region. So I mean, I think the ranking system's a little different. I think it's a little weird because you got a guy.
Like, it's a Highlander system. There could only be one.
And you know, you've been in the fight game for years, so you know what's going down. Like you're very articulate with it, and I can see that.
That's why I picked the people I picked, because I wanted those spots. So I know I wanted to manipulate the situation. So I kind of manipulated my way here, and I would soon be trying to do the same thing. So it's like, it's not our fault that the way it is, but I personally like the system like that. If you get your head taken off, man, that's my spot now. Don't give a fuck how hard you work for it.
The only thing that matters is your way of doing it. And if something happens to you, then it's like it's on your own. That's the good thing about this sport. If you mess up, then it's you. Like if I use an example like Covington and Usman, you know, it was a good fight. It really was, but Usman had a better advantage that night.
I feel like Covington had so much. I feel like Covington won 3 rounds. See, that's the beautiful thing about MMA. I feel like Covington won 3 rounds. If anything, I feel like that fight was a draw. It was a beautiful fight though, but I don't feel like
it was.
I don't think Usman fucking. I don't think that fight was any clearer than their fucking first fight. Let me put it like that. Right. Like, and if you could disagree with that, and you could watch their first fight, and then you could watch their second fight, and not tell me that it's, you know what I mean? Because in their first fight, granted he did get knocked out, but watch the fight until he got knocked out.
Right. And it was a enjoyable thing to watch.
Yeah, So the second fight, what you've seen is minus the knockout.
Right. And the
So
other
me saying
one
that,
before it too.
yeah, and me saying that, I personally think he won. But you can't take the belt from the champ unless you decisively beat the champ. So
that is true. That was McGregor
You know
for
what I mean?
years. McGregor was the champ, and then they always took it that way. You never made it, I mean, you probably know the saying, you never let it go to decision, because
I'm just letting you know, man. New England, if I become your king, I promise I'll be a fair king. I will be a fair king, and I will rule just. And I will let the people that you don't think. I'll give a few Rocky stories out there. There's a few people that need a good ass whooping by me. I'm willing to put the belt on the line after I take it. After I beat the shit out of Penafiel and strap that bitch on my fucking waist.
now where are you fighting out of?
Y'all know. Huh?
Where are you guys, like, what belt would you be going for? Would you be going for Cage Titans?
Belt. But that's just one stone on the infinity stone. I need them all. I need New England's holy trinity right now. And they're there. It's so close. I can taste it.
And that's dope. But I mean, it makes me happy that we got a local. I mean, we got a couple local fighters just in this like small area, and like you represent Brockton, which is a hard nosed like grind city, and repping the 508.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but that's dope, and it's a good fighting background. It's been like that for years. I mean, you got Marvelous Marvin. Now we got you, and we got of course the Marcianos and all that.
You got Kev Walsh. You got Marvin Hagler, man. You got a few people coming out as well. Me and Lil Kev, I would say, is like the people that's really right now we're the lead in front out of Brockton, which is beautiful, man. I want there to be more people too, but sometimes shit catches on late. I've been doing it for so long, man. I remember when I started doing it in Brockton, and people were like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You're doing cage fighting? Like, the fuck you mean you're cage fighting?" And if you know anybody from Brockton, they're like, "I shoot a nigga if he fucking hits me in a cage, or if he kicks me in a cage, or some shit like that." That's just how Brockton fuckers are. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
different atmosphere.
So I want to know how'd you get the nickname Boogz? How'd you get that nickname?
Lauryn Hill, man. I love Lauryn Hill's album as a kid. So my brothers used to call me Young Boogie. So it just went from that to me meeting people, and then they had that whole era where everybody was like Shiz, Liz, Driz, Riz. You know what I'm talking about? Hear about my So
what is it? It was the Education of Lauryn Hill. Was that one of the albums there? I forget. It was
that was like the main album that did it for me. I used to bump that my whole middle school years, man. That was like my album. I'm still to this day like an R&B cat on both, man.
Do up that thing, man. Do up that thing.
People don't know that about me. That's a fun fact. I'm an R&B cat on the low, man.
That's all good, man. Because the
score, the more R&B and the rap.
It's funny because the Fugees, they got the score. They don't know about the song Cowboy. They don't know about the other songs, and everybody knows the Ready or Not, Here I Come. It's the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But I appreciate that stuff, and Far Side, all that.
Know, going till November was about Wyclef going to get some weed, man, and flying back. Yeah, man, that was the era I grew up in, man.
Not too far from me, not really that too far. But with this whole MMA thing, what got you started in this game?
So I got out of jail, and when I got out of jail, I told myself I wanted to do something positive. I didn't want to keep getting in trouble, and I'm like, shit, man, I be fighting motherfuckers in the South. I'm like, that shit's just like a cage. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked in with these motherfuckers in the cell fighting. And I kept telling myself I wanted to do it. And my friends was like, "Nah, you crazy. You know, just keep doing what you're doing." You know what I mean? And I was just doing a lot of street shit, a lot of dumb shit. And I moved to Fall River, and down the street from my house, they had like regular like YMCA. So I started going there, and then I started looking for gyms, and I ended up going to this karate school. And out of the karate school, I ended up just like learning just basic karate fundamentals and shit, and basic jiu-jitsu. And when he was like, "Fuck it, I want to fight," so we got ready for a fight. I did one amateur fight, and then went straight pro. Did like went 4-2 until I met Chip. I had a very good fight with Chip, where he fucking worked the shit out of my legs, and fucking I switched over to another camp, man, and then the legend and the legacy, man, just kept rolling, man. I kept like switching gyms, trying to find something that was good for me, a coach that was good for me, a system. Went to Y Crew, Max's, went to a few different gyms, man, and finally found Redline, which turned to Citadel, and just been there. That's been my home since, and I just been growing and developing, learning, you know, becoming more me. I would say in the beginning of MMA, I was like more whitewashed, you know what I mean? Wanted to be that guy that everybody liked, and you know what I mean? I was like, "Yes, sir," and I want to put on a great fight for the fans, and like a bunch of fake shit, you know what I mean? So I told myself this second half, man, I wanted to give y'all like the authentic me, man. You know, so that's why if you notice I'm like smoking, you know what I mean? Fight commission, if you're watching, man, I'll be clean by the time the fight comes, I promise. But yeah, man, I try to give people authentic me, man, the real motherfucker that's gonna, you know, go in that cage and take them out. I didn't do that for a long time. That was like my big problem. I couldn't connect the two. It was hard, you know. But MMA is a growing lesson, man. It's like it takes you on a big journey on like self-discovery, on what you can control in yourself, what you can't, what you're capable of, what you're not capable of, you know. So it's a beautiful journey, man. You learn something every day, you know what I'm saying? Even when I teach people, I learn to just dealing with people, coping with them, figuring out what their body can take, what their body can't take, you know. Yeah.
And it seems that way. Like, you know, when I met you at Cage Times, you just had straight up class. We talked about shooting the shit and stuff. And, you know, it was funny because when we were in the press conference, tell me about the cookies, man. What was the deal with the cookies right up in there? Because I'll be honest with you, those cookies look like shit.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna go on record and say that Miss Haler's cookies are fucking great. Nick Haler, I love your wife's cookies. That wasn't me that said that, man. I'm just letting you know. All right, I'm with you. I need some pictures and some photos of this Cage Time and some good promo. But besides that, as I came out after I seen the doctor, I seen them some cookies. And I'm like, oh shit, I got cookies. I got cookies. So I looked, and one of the names on the cookie said Cooley. I'm like, Cooley? Like, what the fuck Cooley got cookies? He didn't win. Losers don't get cookies. Winners get cookies. You know what I mean? So I was like, these are my cookies now. You know what I'm saying? These are my cookies. I can't give you these cookies. You didn't win. You didn't beat me for the cookies. You want to fight for them. You clearly lost the fight. Cookies are mine by default. So I took the cookies, started eating a few, kept eating the cookies. And as I was going out, because Nick's wife made the cookies, Nick was like, my wife, you know, he's my teammate. My wife made the cookies for him, man. Come on. Can you leave him the cookies? So, you know, I bit one of the cookies, put it back in, said, here you go. You know,
all right, I'll cut that cookie part out.
You can leave the rest of the cookie stuff about it, though, but I think because it is an amazing story of how he got his cookies taken. It's amazing.
That was pretty funny. So my last question for you, Lionel, is what's the future holding for you, man? I mean, do you feel like do you feel like you're holding Brockton on your shoulders? I mean, I'm sure the city is proud of you, and I'm sure like you're moving forward. You're ready for this Penafiel fight. And
I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know what the city has in store. I know what I have in store, and it sounds fucked up, but I wanna fucking get rid of half of these bantamweights. So I'm gonna purge. I'm gonna hurt a few of them. I want the Holy Trinity. So I know that Cage Titans is gonna allow me to graciously fight for their belt, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna take that belt and I'm gonna defend it as I should, as the champion I will be. And then I'm gonna put my sights towards making this MMA universe right by getting all 3 belts and creating the Infinity Gauntlet. Having all 3.
That's a true statement right there.
Then I'm gonna snap my fucking fingers and I'm gonna write my ticket to where I want to go in 2023. That's gonna be what's gonna fucking happen. I spoke it into existence. I did this before. I did 2 other times. I told y'all about what I was gonna do to fucking Pat Gilbride. I told you what I was gonna do to Cooley. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do to Penafiel. And after that, I'm gonna tell you right now, they're not gonna like the man I am. Because once the rabbit got the fucking gun, he's gonna go hunting. Rabbit's not
I like that.
Here.
I like that.
The rabbit's not gonna sit here with the gun. He's gonna go fucking hunting. And he's gonna be like fucking, I'm gonna be like fucking Bugs Bunny. You're gonna be like Elmer fucking Fudd. And I'm gonna be fucking you guys up. And I'm coming for 2 other belts. NEF, CES. I want to unify New England. I want to make New England great again. And I want to show you what a true champion is.
They got some up in there in CES. So I met a couple of them. So I hope you clock into work.
That kid, Damon Blackshear, I like him. He's one of the only ones I like. Besides him, the rest of them are easy pickings. They're little guys. They got to get that weight up. Tell them to get that weight up because I'm coming. All right? The big bad wolf is coming. Little piggies better get their fucking weight up. Because when I huff and puff, hope I don't blow these bitches down. You feel me?
You gotta hope.
I'm coming. These motherfuckers ain't ready, bro. I'm coming. And I'm not coming like a thief in the night. I'm coming like Santa. I'm going to have you sing Christmas carols. You're going to hang posters. You're going to give me cookies and milk. And when I come to give you that present, I'm going to beat the shit out of one of your loved ones. Each and every time. I'm fucking coming.
Well, I'm telling you, Lionel, I'll probably be either in Rhode Island or Massachusetts to go see some ill shit in CES when you go down there. So it'll be good to see you clock into work, man.
I promise you, man, we're going to clock and we're going to do overtime. We purging 4 times this next year. 4 dates. I don't know them yet, but I know I'm going for Cage Titans at least twice. And I'm trying to get one of them other shows to see if they got a champion that's big enough to be a future champ. So that's my plan for 2022, man. And we're gonna speak it into existence. We're gonna make it happen.
Yep, and honored to have you on the show. I'm glad I got a local guy that's repping around this area, because I'm proud to be from around this circle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir.
So repping for the 508, or if it's not the 508, for yourself. So can't wait for the Penafiel fight. That's going to be dope. Hopefully it's around here so I can see it. But yeah, I wish you nothing but the best, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate you having me on the podcast, man. Be on the lookout for my line, DNLV. It's gonna be an MMA clothing line, man. Come cop some hoodies, some sweats. We're gonna be out real soon, and stay tuned for the fight, bro.
All right, thank you, Boogz. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, brother.
All right, thank you.
What's up? We the BMG boys. And thank you for listening.
Please follow his Facebook page and subscribe to his podcast at Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Let's go.
We shall know.
When it comes to getting dough and chasing dollars.